Hi, I'm Darren Schaefer. I'm Miss Schaefer's husband. You don't know her yet, but she's going to be your U.S. history teacher next year. I've been doing research and development for several different restaurant companies for the last 15 years, and a lot of times I end up taking food photography shots for marketing and sometimes just for recipes. So I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the tools I use when I'm doing that. Here I have a spray bottle of water and a spray bottle of 50% water and 50% glycerin. The glycerin I just bought at Walmart. I think it was like $3. It's cheap. But what it does is it clings to things when you spray it on them, so it makes it look nice and fresh. Next to that, I have some T-pins. They work great for holding food into place. I have some cotton balls here, some makeup wedges, some clamps, and a brush. Makeup wedges are great for propping up food. Cotton balls are great for filler. Clamps work really good for clamping foam core to hold it up. And brush works great for brushing on things to make food look shiny or darker, or a dry brush works great for brushing away crumbs. Here I have some tweezers. They work great for placing ingredients or pulling ingredients off. Here I have a cutting board and a placemat. You want to set a base for your food. Using something with some warm colors works really well. Here I have some plateware I've picked out. You also want to look at plateware as something kind of subdued. You don't really want the plate to be the star of the show. You want the food to be the star of the show. Now let's set our scene. I've toasted some cassava tortillas, and I'm going to prop those up with some makeup wedges. Here I'm going to put some cotton balls, and I put those on there because I'm going to cover them with lettuce, and the lettuce is going to stand up, where if I just put lettuce in there and then I put other food on top of the lettuce has a tendency to sink down a little bit. And here is a shot with the lettuce. Here I'm spraying, I don't know if you can really see that very well, but I have my glycerin bottle there and I'm just spraying the lettuce to make it look fresh. Here I'm just spooning on my ground beef, my taco meat. You can still see a little bit of cotton ball there. That'll get covered up. Here I'm going to brush some of that ground beef with some molasses. Teriyaki sauce also works great, just to give it a little more color. There I'm putting on some cheese. The thing to remember when you're putting ingredients on is less is more. You don't need to pile on ingredients. You want to be able to see all the ingredients that are on the plate. Here I'm just spooning on some pico with nice bright colors. It's really going to pop. There we go. There's at another angle there. And here I'm going to spray the tomatoes with glycerin. You can see in the smaller caption in the right hand corner there that little beads of water on the tomatoes are actually glycerin. All right, now we're going to look at a beverage glass. A lot of times people ask, how do you make a glass look like it's sweating? So to do that, we are going to spray it with a little glycerin again. The glycerin is really useful. I highly recommend you pick some up. It's really cheap and you can use it for a lot of different things. Here you can see how just spraying a little glycerin on the glass makes it look like it's sweating. And then we have a finished plate. And notice I have all these props, but they're just kind of in the background. They're not really center stage because the food is in the middle of the plate is really what you want people to pay attention to. This is just kind of filler space. So I shot all of this with an iPhone. It's really useful if you have a different kind of phone. Hopefully it has a portrait mode. Portrait mode is going to let you get a little different depth of field. You can have some things out of focus while your main subject is in focus. But the biggest thing is just play around with it, have a little bit of fun. Enjoy.